Amber Short says, been using WordPress for about a year now, and I'm still learning as I go. Found some interesting plugins. I'd love to know at least 5 great must-have plugins, or at least the highly recommended. I'm going to take Yoast from you. Yoast.
Oh, you already? Okay.
Gotta have Yoast. I like W3 Total Cache. Is that the caching plugin you use?
I actually don't have any caching set up on my site yet. I've been very, very bold and not getting that set up yet.
Yeah, well, if you need any help, call me. It took me like 2 years to figure it out. It's kind of a nightmare. I do have an introduction to W3 Total Cache on a video on my channel, though. But that actually, those two are the biggest ones for me. And Comments Evolved, I do love Comments Evolved.
I'm just getting a little list of some ones that I think are
good. He's writing them down. I should open up my site and just start naming them off.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Jesus, alt tab. No, but so one, Akismet anyway, I think it's automatically installed, but make sure you have that. That'll protect you from spam. One plugin that I quite like is MailPoet, and that's an email list setup. So you
Oh, MailPoet? I'm taking that one.
MailPoet. And the thing I like about it compared to, say, MailChimp is that it's completely contained within WordPress itself. So what I mean by that is you can, what they call automagically, or what everybody calls automatically.
That's what I call it, yeah. Everybody calls it, yeah.
Is basically any blog posts that you have, you can schedule an email to be pinged out to them, to all your subscribers, and it'll format it nicely for you, include a link to your post, and it's just very, very nice the way it does it. So that would be one that I would recommend at least checking out, MailPoet.
I already made a note of it on mine.
Yeah. And then another plugin, again on the mailing list thing that I would recommend if you are using MailChimp is, was it WPMC, which is WordPress, MCWP? Yeah, MCWP.
I don't have that one either.
MailChimp for WordPress, which is a nice handy plugin, because I've spent a lot of time working with different clients and trying to get their MailChimp accounts hooked up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And plugins, they can be hit or miss, but this was the best plugin I came across for integrating MailChimp. So if you've already gone down the MailChimp route and you can't go for MailPoet, I checked that plugin out. And then for security on the site, there's WP Security.
Got that one.
Which is pretty robust, So I recommend that.
Yeah, I'll tell you everything you're doing wrong. I got a couple here. Of course, Yoast. Got to throw out Yoast. If you don't have Yoast, get it yesterday. Originally, I was using All-in-One SEO, and I migrated to Yoast from All-in-One SEO, and it has a nice little built-in migration feature, which is nice. So if you're using All-in-One SEO, yeah, if you're he's like, how can I further eliminate the competition? W3 Total Cache, of course. One of my favorites, actually, is if you have like a multi-user site, is User Role Editor. I don't know if you've used that one.
No.
The reason I like that one is you can actually go in and check off and check, and literally down to every single privilege, user privilege, you can actually change it on the WordPress database level, which is nice, just by checking and unchecking boxes. So that one's pretty nice. I don't know if you guys like statistics or numbers, but I liked this WP Slim Stat. I've used that before for people who like gathering a bunch of data on there. But really, if you're going to do data, the only reason I use Slim Stat is because I have authors. It's always best to use analytics, Google Analytics.
Although I'm just going to throw a little curveball out there on the analytics front. I use Clicky. If anybody's ever heard of Clicky, pretty darn cool. It's basically real-time tracking. I don't think Google Analytics provide that yet, and heat maps overlaid in real time, which is pretty sweet.
That's cool. So, I don't think it does do real-time yet. I think they're working on it.
So we were checking out, and then Yoast actually has a plugin to integrate Clicky as well, and it's really, really smooth. Just again, we're checking out if you're only starting out and you haven't gone down any particular path, or if you're thinking of making a change.
Yeah, Akismet, you got to get Akismet. That's just, you got to use that.
Top of the list.
And I'm throwing this in here too. I like Login Lockdown. I don't know if you've heard of that one. That's an auto block after people try to log into your account. Blocks the IP address.
I use limit login attempts. One of the hosts that we use for pretty much all of our development, they automatically have that plugin installed, so we're already safe.
Yeah, I like
limit
that
login
one.
attempts.
Yeah, I like that one. And one other one I had, let me pull up here. Took me forever to find a decent SEO. I'm still not completely happy with this one, but social sharing bar, I use Flare.
Yes, Flare. Yeah, one that I use is called Sharexy, Sharexy, and it's pretty easy enough to use, easy enough to set up, and it can be used in all the usual places. And just, I think it's a little bit lighter, maybe, possibly than Flare.
Okay.
And I know Flare doesn't keep a track of how many shares you have, where Sharexy doesn't do that. But
no, it doesn't.
just
I'm more concerned. My problem is I'm more concerned with them being able to +1 than I am with them being able to actually share. Can Sherry do that?
Sharexy.
Sharexy?
Excuse me. No, I don't think it has +1.
I'm weird about that because I do a lot more inline +1ing and liking myself when I'm at sites than I would actually just click a share button. You know what I mean? So it's more like my own personal pet peeve kind of thing.
I'll check for you real quick. Maybe it can. Maybe it's my my droopy eyes telling lies.